So in a game where the Ottawa Senators finally find their offense, they have to lose their defense. Lineup notes in this game: Ilya Samsonov goes in net for the Washington Capitals. Anton Forsberg starts in goal for the Ottawa Senators. Scott Sabourin makes his season debut as Parker Kelly was reassigned to the AHL team the other day. This game was so wild and lousy, nobody could make a save it seemed like, and there was just so much room for the top players on both sides to make plays, especially for Washington. 2:26 into the first period, Drake Batherson gets the party started by scoring a goal, or at least what we thought was going to be a party anyways. That one was unassisted as it came off the wall. He snipes it home past Ilya Samsonov to make it 1-0. Exactly 4 minutes later, TJ Oshie would score his first of the night, and that one was assisted by Trevor Van Riemsdyk. Oshie would score again. Anthony Mantha and Connor McMichael would get assists on that for McMichael, his first NHL point. Josh Brown on those first two Oshie goals did not look good at all. I would expect to see Josh Brown come out of the lineup next game. 13:37 into the first period, Nick Jensen would score. The assists go to Dmitry Orlov and Connor Sheary. First two Oshie goals for Forsberg, you could kind of cut him some slack there. Okay, maybe they were kind of tough ones to stop. This one, he's absolutely got to make the save there. And just over 2 minutes later, John Carlson walks in and scores a goal. And while he did have a lot of time to let that shot go, it's still one I think Forsberg should have had. Apparently Coach Smith thought the same thing as well, because that would be it for Forsberg. He gets the hook and Philip Gustafsson comes in to clean up the mess. So we go to the second period with the Sens down 4-1, and coming into this game there's a lot of talk about how skilled the Washington Capitals are, and you have to know, you'd have to think that that would have been the message in the Ottawa Senators locker room before the game. DJ Smith telling the guys, hey, let's play solid defensively, good gap control, not give them speed to the neutral zone, and the Sens didn't do any of that. But the Sens would not go down without a fight as Josh Norris, 5:57 into the second period, would score his third of the season to get Ottawa back within 2. The assists go to Artem Zub and Drake Batherson. I'm sure you guys already know this, but spoiler alert, Drake Batherson had a really good game last night. Then 9:37 into the second period, on the power play, Chris Tierney would score his 4th of the season, his first that sees him shoot a puck into the net with his stick. Tyler Ennis and Thomas Chabot get assists on that goal, and Chris Tierney is off to a hot start once again this season. Let's hope he can keep it going this time. I just want to mention this real quick though. Brady Tkachuk, well, the Sens are on the power play. This came just before the Chris Tierney goal, because then Oshie would take an interference penalty on Tim Stützle to get the Sens back on the power play eventually. But Brady Tkachuk, while the Sens are on an original power play, comes in with nothing going on. There's a bit of a scrum, nothing too serious. He comes in and shoves Tom Wilson from behind. And people say, well, that's good he did that because it's Tom Wilson. Well, no, it's not good that he did that, because that takes the Sens off the power play. That's not a great show of leadership at all by Tkachuk. And that's a big reason why I don't think he should be captain, because he's prone to taking a lot of hot-headed penalties, as I like to call them. And that was just really being selfish on Tkachuk's part. I mean, that was uncalled for. I'm not sure what he was thinking on that play. But Tkachuk would redeem himself with a fortunate assist, as the puck would be rimmed around on the end boards. It would bounce off his shin pads. It would hop out to Drake Batherson out in front. He waits out Samsonov and buries it for his second of the game. We're all tied up at 4. The Sens have erased the 3-goal deficit. And I thought Drake Batherson and Josh Norris probably had their best games of the season, offensively anyways. Nobody was great defensively in this one, obviously. Speaking of not being great defensively, Nikita Zaitsev takes a point shot. Alexander Ovechkin blocks it. I didn't think he would be able to get there in time to block it, but he does. He takes off. Ovechkin actually shows some pretty good speed on this play, and that he's still got a good skating ability. And he comes in all alone, and that's not the guy you want in all alone on your goalie if you're the Ottawa Senators. He 5-holes Philip Gustafsson. Gustafsson gives up his first goal of the night, and now it's 5-4 for Washington. Alex Ovechkin continues his climb and catching the great Wayne Gretzky. Then with 8 seconds left, TJ Oshie completes the hat trick. It goes in off of Nick Holden's skate. Holden's got to be feeling bad, but you know what? He was trying to do the right thing. He's there in front of the net. It's just a horrible bounce. It goes in. That was really frustrating to see, though. I mean, the Sens were only down by 1, and then they were down by 2. You give up that goal with just 8 seconds left. I hate when that happens, when you give up a goal in the final minute of a period. It's pretty backbreaking. Go to the third period with Ottawa down by 2, and they need a goal to get themselves back in it. So what better way for Drake Batherson to complete his own hat trick and get the Sens back within one. Norris and Chabot get assists on that play. This was a bit of a fortunate goal for Drake Batherson to complete the hat trick, much like Oshie had to complete his hat trick. And it goes in off a Washington defender's stick in front. He kind of tips it into his own net. It doesn't matter though, Drake Batherson will take it. He completes the hat trick, and most importantly, the Sens are back within one. But then Ottawa, as they did all night, when they would do something good, they would come back and shoot themselves in the foot. 10:46 into that third period, Alex Ovechkin scores his second of the game. It came just after an Alex Formenton penalty had expired. Formenton did get back into play on this one. And my question is, how did Alex Ovechkin find himself so wide open in a high danger scoring area? Like, how does that happen if you're Ottawa? That's his second of the night, his 7th of the season, and his career goal number 737. He might actually catch Wayne Gretzky. It's looking more and more possible every game. Tom Wilson and Brady Tkachuk would pick up 10-minute misconduct penalties later on. That's unfortunate for Ottawa, as they would have wanted to have Tkachuk, obviously, in the 6-on-5 situation with the goalie pulled. But that wasn't meant to be, I guess, as Tkachuk was kind of going after Wilson. I think the ref sensed some trouble brewing, and he sends them both off. You could tell Brady Tkachuk was a lot more upset about that than Tom Wilson was, considering the circumstance that his team was in. And while the Sens pressed really hard for the final 3 minutes with the goalie pulled, they only had one shot on net, and the game ends up staying 7-5 for Washington. They win this game, and they continue their dominance over the Sens as they've now won 9 straight against them. Okay, now I want to talk quickly about a trade Ottawa made yesterday. The Sens acquired Dylan Gambrell from the San Jose Sharks in exchange for a 7th round pick in 2022. And I think this is a really good trade by Pierre Dorian. Gambrell is a guy who I think can come in and play better than he did in San Jose. He is probably a better option at 4th line center than, say, Logan Shaw right now. So that's it for this one. The Sens' next game is in Dallas. They start a 3-game road trip through Dallas, Chicago, and Minnesota. So let me know what you all think in the comment section down below. Also, please like and subscribe and share this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon.